Welcome back to this Fair Weather Session. I'm Lucas, also known as Lucky Luck 607.
And I'm Hayden, also known as Intruster. Today we have a gripping episode lined up for you as we dive into the devastating Andover tornado, which started as a typical spring day, quickly escalated into a major EF3 tornado event.
That's right, it was just a regular Friday. As it the usual great storms spreading across the Midwest.
However, things took a dramatic turn as storm systems darkened the skies from Kansas all the way to Florida. Some of these storms were incredibly intense and tragically deadly.
But today, our focus is on one tornado in particular, the Andover, Kansas EF3 tornado.
The tornado first touched down at exactly 8:10 p.m. CST, just to the east of McConnell Air Force Base. It crossed South 127th Street East, where it tossed a small grain bin around, starting at an EF0 intensity.
The track north to east and quickly cranked up to a high-end EF2 intensity, crossing the major roads like South 437th Street East and East 31st Street South. In this area, a couple of mobile homes are completely destroyed.
Right, and several frame homes suffered roof and wall damage. It was horrific to see. A pickup truck ended up flipped over. Outbuildings were razed and trees as well as power poles were snapped like toothpicks.
From moving through this area, the tornado shifted slightly north and crossed East Pawnee Street. Here it uprooted trees at EF1 anticipated further damage in another home nearby.
Moments later, this narrow but intensely powerful tornado reached EF3 intensity as it approached the southern fringes of Andover. You wouldn't believe the devastation. A cul-de-sac on Lantern Lane Court was hit hard.
Indeed, one house was essentially less annual as the few walls remaining. Nearby homes also faced several severe damage, with the damage survey recently peaking winds speeds up to 155 miles per hour.
The tornado later weakened to a high-end EF2 strength, but still managed to produce significant destruction as it crossed West Harry Street and South Andover Road.
Several houses lost roofs and exterior walls. Debris scattered across yards and trees were either uprooted or snapped in half.
Then it entered a subdivision, tearing through East Minneia Avenue. Here, the damage was devastating. Most homes had roofs torn off, and one house was swept away, with only its subfloor left intact.
As the path of destruction was a sideswiped Perry Creek Elementary, where the damage was essential. Major roof loss and blown out windows. Cars parked in the lot were swept away.
The tornado's path did not stop there. It directly hit the YMCA Fitness Center, resulting in major EF3 level structural damage.
The good news is, the YMCA Center finally reopened around 2024, but it was a sad sight to see when it happened. Vehicles were tossed and mangled. One car was even lifted and staggering 1,000 feet in the air before crashing for the limits of the center.
As the tornado maintained its EF3 intensity, it crossed US Route 54, striking a vacant pet supply store, which was completely demolished.
It was devastating. Adjacent homes endured several damage and trees were twisted and struck out their branches.
Not long after, it regained EF3 strength as it crossed East 13th Street into another subdivision where more homes were left with only their foundations.
By the time it exited Andover and continued its areas, the tornado caused EF1 to lower EF2 damage from destroying farm buildings and taking down trees.
Finally, it dissipated at 8:31 p.m. Central Standard Time after being on the ground for around 21 minutes, leaving a destructive path of 12.89 miles.
In total, the tornado inflicted damage on 1,700. In total, the tornado inflicted damage on 1,074 buildings, with approximately 400 being completely destroyed. Thousands in Sedgwick County were left without power in the aftermath.
The response was swift, though. The United States Air Force deployed 150 airmen to assist recovery efforts, along with many brave volunteers who stepped up to help the community.
Justice Governor Laura Kelly even declared a state of emergency due to the chaos that ensued. In total, 3 injuries were reported, 2 of which occurred in Sedgwick County.
The destruction was staggering, with total damages estimated at a hefty $41.5 million.
Thank you for tuning into today's discussion on the Andover tornado. It's a stark reminder of nature's power and the importance of preparedness.
Absolutely. If you want to stay updated on severe weather events, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more episodes.
Stay safe out there, and we'll catch you in the next video.